Welcome
to Ben. Nose.
Nothing. At least you hit the right button.
Yeah, you want me to hit the one on the top? Yeah.
I forgot what I hit last time. I think I went to go do the applause and I got the boom psh.
Boom, psh. You're like, God, shit, wrong one.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, so last episode was rough, talking about them cringe moments.
That was funny, man.
It was funny.
That was funny,
It was really rough to read some of those ones.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. I was watching it back and I was like, have I ever done this?
Well, is there a time where you should be like in your mind?
I feel like I always caught but like who knows? I feel like I've always caught, always read the room well, but I'm like, damn, man, like maybe I've been awkward and didn't know it.
I got a little thirsty one time. I mean, but it's nothing like.
It's all about how you handle it.
Yeah,
everybody gets thirsty. It's all about how you handle it.
I definitely did not handle it well alone, like with myself, but with her, cool.
Yeah.
Ish, but for me, like I remember, like I was like, oh, please just text me back. Like she was. You ever
bombed where like I was on the last pod. I was talking about like those moments where like you meet somebody and you get them to, you have the number and you're texting but it's still like, they're still trying to find out about you. They don't really know who you are. And so you're really cautious of everything you say. And then like you say some dumb shit and you're like, damn, I just fucked this up.
I fucked it up bad.
I just fucked this up.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
You ever had that? Oh, it's so bad.
Well, I got one better for you too. So obviously when we do podcasts, when we talk, I'm talking about a lot of people that I've seen or been with. The gang is all here. Look at this. Graziella Coffee came through for us today, didn't they, Ian?
Graziella, they came. No, they really did. Honestly, we got three. We got more than 3 bags.
Yeah. We have a ton of bags. It smells amazing in here. So make sure you go to GraziellaCoffee.com and use the promo code
BNN.
BNN. You heard it. Go and use it. GraziellaCoffee.com. The best coffee on the planet. Sometimes when we talk in the past, so, and this is new because, I'm not like I'm not famous. I mean, you're like around, here famous, you know what I mean? So you have that, but you have a skill that is a lot of times related to
skill I'm
fame.
Well known for.
Yeah. So for me, I get a lot of people are like, were you talking about me? And here's my thing. And this is how I know this is going to hurt me. This is not a good, no, I was not talking about you because the girl that I am talking about doesn't care about me or listen to this. You know what I mean?
I think you're about to say she's dead. I was like, no!
Okay, so there's also that too.
I think you told me that you got a couple of dead exes.
I got a couple of dead exes. Remember last time we said that something fell. That scared, well, I'll replay that clip because you got the shit scared out of you. See, we were talking about getting that median. I'm just worried that if we get him in here, like we're going to summons. Summons? Is this like going to court? You have no fear of doing this?
I have no fear whatsoever.
Okay.
I have no fear whatsoever.
Okay, because I'm a little nervous.
I'll talk to ghosts all day long, bro.
I got a dead dad, and if that dude starts talking to me, I'm gonna freak out. And I don't know about you, and I know this might be sad to you. It's just something it's an observation in my life. I got a lot of dead exes. I have a lot of dead people.
Yo, nah, bro. No, bro. What even made that noise?
I don't know. Oh, my God. Yo. Yeah, mister, I have no problem talking. See why I don't do this shit?
That's what I'm saying. I would want to know they're here. At least somebody could be like, yo, man, dude is in here right now.
Oh, my God.
What was that?
And as you should. Yo, it is sketchy when you talk about dead people.
The file cabinet over there should not have made that noise.
Shifted. Yeah, it should not have done that. No, but I'm not talking about you. But it's like when you talk about that situation we were talking about before, like when
but go ahead.
No, that cringe where you're like, have I been this bad with somebody who I was trying to get with? I was bad in my own head, like into me.
Yeah, to
like
you,
I was
you're
like,
what
please,
the fuck?
Please. I remember I told this girl, I was like, yeah, I'm seeing somebody too, And like, I wasn't. like usually I've always had like one on the line, you know what I mean, all the time. But in this case, I was like, yeah, I'm seeing somebody too. And then she's like, oh, that's great. Cool. She's like, that's great, good for you. And then this is gonna make you, maybe this will make you cringe. I was just like, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not seeing it. I was like, I can't.
You gave in?
No, because here's my thing. I was Caved? Like, I don't lie like this. I'm honest. I was like, I gotta be honest with you. There's nobody. Like, I'm not even playing. And she was just like, oh yeah, cool. That's cool too. I'm like, this isn't gonna happen.
I just fucked this
ever.
That was like a nervous move.
For me, it wasn't. It was off-putting for me to say what I said, and then I'm like, this ain't true. Like, bro, what's wrong with you?
That's like, I don't know why I related it to this, but I guess no. You fucked it up yourself.
Yeah,
it reminded me of this time, and I don't know what made me think of this, but I was going to get a job, and the place, I had a connection in there, everything, right? And the place was like, yep, you just need a drug test. I'm like, all right, cool. So, so we go and I get the synthetic piss, right? So I
used to sell to kids like you.
I have a buddy that, what do you mean?
I used to sell kids who were like, I need PP.
Oh, you used to sell PP? Oh, yeah.
No. I used to sell my piss.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But no, so I got the synthetic, and I had a buddy who worked for the state. So he got tested a lot. And he was like, yo, come to my house. I'll show you how to do it. It's easy money. All right, cool. So I go over, and he made me feel so confident about it, right? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, yo, bro. He's like, you want to get high right now? My drug test was in, my drug test was in like 20 minutes. So we just get stupid stoned, right? And I go to my drug test, and now I got like paranoid stoned. So I'm in there, and I start getting like kind of paranoid, a little anxious, and I'm like, yo, what if like the temp is off? This isn't gonna work, blah blah blah. Like,
hold it between your legs.
So for me, I know I did. Everything was fine. I was just I was bugging out. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, well, I'll put a little bit of my own piss in there.
No! What?
I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I just did it.
Bro, you had one job.
I know. I just fucked it up. I was so high, and I was so like, fuck, dude, I shouldn't have got high. But so I just like thought they were on it. And the one thing my friend told me, he was like, yo, you gotta understand. He's like, these people are just there to do their job. He's like, they're not your parole officer. They're not fucking, you're not looking over to make sure you're actually peeing. They're like, they're just doing their job. God. They get the pee, they test it, and they give you a result. That's it. Bro. He's like, you gotta just go in. But I still got paranoid, right? And so I ended up putting my pee. I was like, maybe it won't be a lot. It'll be diluted, whatever. So my buddy that was working at the place called me. He was like, hey man,
one job.
He's like, bro,
you
failed with like flying colors, bro. He's like, your test was like super positive.
dude, you had one job to get the job, and you even finagled.
Yeah,
and then
I wasted like
$30
on this shit.
Screwed it up.
I know. That's
and
what
peed in the cup you were not supposed to pee in.
So I had to come back.
I'd pee in somebody else's cup, like test his cup.
No, dude, I was fucking. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the weed we smoked. Like, I don't know, but I was so paranoid. I was like, I'm gonna get caught for this shit, and I didn't know why. I was like, I don't know.
I might even.
And normally, like, I wouldn't have been like nervous about that. I'd been like, I got a job to do. I'm gonna do the job. But because I got so high
do you tell a lot of people that story?
No, that's like one of the first times I ever told this, except for like the people that like.
There's about to be like 1,500 people that are gonna hear this. It's the beginning of the podcast. That's all right. That is.
It's a stupid.
One of the. No. Okay.
I do a lot of.
That's pretty stupid. Yeah. That's pretty bad. But that is also one of the funniest things. You're like, yeah, let me just warm this up with my own pee.
That's what I'm saying. I was I was like, what was I thinking? Dude?
Oh my god. I took a drug test, and this is how the mentality in you is like different. Where I was like getting out of stuff. I didn't do drugs. I didn't do anything. I drank, but that was it. And I took a drug test, and I'm like, why are you nervous? Like, you don't do the mentality in you.
I think everything goes through your head of like, you think you're clean. But what if I took something that?
No. At this point, I was practicing staying. I was like 2 years in of staying completely away from all that stuff. So I knew. Yeah. But you go in there and you're like, why am I nervous? Why am I nervous? Yeah. And then.
It's just the environment.
It's fine.
Like, I think now, like, if you get, I don't know if I'm sure it depends on the legalities of marijuana and where you are, but like, I know a lot of places just stop drug testing, like
drugs in general. Yeah. I mean, I think
costs a lot.
It does.
For the company.
It costs a lot
So
for
it's
the
like,
company
you
to
know,
do.
if marijuana is legal where you're at, why fucking test for it? It'd be like testing for alcohol.
Yeah, I think alcohol makes more sense for me. I think
know
to
more
test for.
people. I know more people that show up to work wasted that are just like
we had a dude.
way worse off than the people that show up stoned.
Yeah, we had a dude that was showing up to work, right? And so finally I was like, yo, this guy. No. I'm not gonna say where, you dumbass. I can't say that. You know, that's. You want to go pee in a cup right now? You're gonna go. You can fail right now.
Hey, I can fail. I'm still good. My money's still coming in.
Yeah, I had.
That's the best part. That's why I like. You know.
You just had to hold it between your thighs. Hold it between your thighs. No, not that.
I know.
The pee cup. So we had a guy, and he kept going. And I'm like, dude, this guy reeks of like alcohol. So finally, I was just like, okay, maybe he just goes out, you know. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then he was like talking, kind of slurring his words, and then we had a couple of people who were like, hey, man, this guy is definitely drunk. So, swear to God, I'm like in the office, sitting there, and my boss at the time comes in, and he's like, I need you to stay here for this.
For a witness.
To stay here. And I was like,
fuck.
I'm like, why?
I'm out.
And so then the guy sits in there, and I'm like, oh, I know. And he didn't even tell me what this is about. He's like, you just need to sit in here. So then I'm like, oh, I know what this is about. I want to be out of this room. I don't want to be in this room. And I'm not joking. He smelled a booze right there. They did the breathalyzer. Like he's like, you're going to do the test right now. He goes, or you're fired. So the guy does the test, blows like crazy high. Like I don't know what we were looking for because I never done one. So he was like, he's like, you got to go home. You're going home right now.
So they send him home?
So they sent him.
Make him get a
car crash. What the fuck? So he goes home, right? He goes home, and every morning from then on, I had to sit. I was like in the office, like, all right, blowing this. You know, like I'm like, I don't want to do this.
It's a weird punishment.
It's a weird. Well, but the thing was, is they wanted him to keep his job. They didn't want him to go because he was good at his job.
Yeah.
But functioning alcoholic, no shake, like he said when he wouldn't drink, he would get the shakes. And that stuff is wild. I actually the guy who I met was a functional alcoholic. He actually died.
I know a ton of them.
Yeah, but he died of alcohol like at his house. Yeah, withdrawals. Yeah. And then drank him. He was like felt like he was dying, so he drank too much and died. But get this, was also a motorcycle instructor, like driving motorcycle instructor. So I remember being like, he was like, when you're old enough, this was his like sales pitch when I was like 10. He was like, when you're old enough, you know, I can teach you how to drive a motorcycle. And I'm like, I remember years later, like 5 years later, this guy dies. I'm like, I'd probably, you know, no, I'm okay.
Did he teach you?
No, he didn't teach your dad. No. Dodge a moose. If you could dodge a moose, you could dodge a ball. Dude, you are cold. Cold today. Oh my God. Dude, we are coming in hot. Most of it is going to be me just laughing the whole time. Oh my God. No, that shit is so funny. Oh my God, that's funny. That's funnier than a softie. We got a couple of people reaching out to me, be like, my buddy is like, yo, I bet you send softies to your girl. He was just like talking shit to me. I bet you
send softies to Ian.
I bet you send softies. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. He was just talking shit. I'm like, no, dude. Like we said, that is a bold move, sending a soft, flaccid ween.
The softie, if you're sending the softie, it's like because you're comfortable enough to have the joke.
Yeah,
it's
have
for
it.
the laugh.
Yeah, sit in it. And then I sent. Do you see what I sent Nick? The picture of me doing sad face with the pouty lips. I'll put that up. So I put, hey Nick, and I just went. You know, I was like sent to me laying on there. So now it's gonna just be a thing I'm gonna just send to everybody.
Oh my God.
It's so true. It is a power move. So I did put in two things I wanted to talk to you about. One, so when I was younger, you know, I have my Forerunner, which Ian, you know, said that it is kind of a so-so carb. You know, it's so no. Ian, you said you're like it's okay.
No. I said no. I was
you're a real piece of shit.
I think I said something about like
I mean, it's not a baller car. But it's okay.
I just meant like
you're like, meh.
Anyone can fix it. It's a Toyota.
Yeah.
But it's not like you crashed like a foreign and now it's going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah, it's not like it's like a Ferrari.
It's like, it's like you gotta. I mean, Toyotas I guess are foreign, but you know what I'm saying. It's not like
So do you remember your first car you ever bought, drove, like your very first thing?
99 Toyota Camry.
That's a
loved
reliable car.
Loved that car.
Okay, 99 Toyota Camry. What color?
It was like the gold.
Oh, okay.
It was
okay,
like the classic old person car.
Old person car, but reliable.
Reliable as fuck.
A lot of miles? A lot of miles or no?
No, there wasn't a lot. It was like...
How long did you have it?
2 years.
And you
years.
Loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
Like everything happened in it.
It was big. It was fucking had the heat. They had whoever I bought it from, they had just changed they just put a new radiator in it. Like everything was like, if you turned the heat on, like you were sweating.
And you're like,
great. And it had the big it had the big seats, like the
wider ones.
Yeah, it was just like I'm a long dude. So like, So it was just nice to be able to bend my knees, and like it was a big car. It wasn't like I felt heavy ass car too.
What did you do any upgrades to this car?
No, fuck no.
No speakers or nothing. No, I mean like
absolutely not.
Bass box.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
If I'm buying a car, it's to get me
power windows.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it had an automatic starter too. Whoever I got it from had an automatic starter.
What? Yo, you started off with a really nice car.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Okay, so my car, the car that I bought, the very first one that I bought, actually, I bought a car and he was like, it's turbo. He's like, technically it's a Mazda GT. It's a Mazda GT. It had a turbo in it. And he's like, it's perfect for you. He goes, and it's got a Ford Probe rear end. He's like, and so at the time I was really into cars. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I'll say it, man, that kid sold me that car and then like watched me walk away. And I remember looking back in my boy's rearview mirror, and I swear to God, he was doing this with it, because I gave him money. I gave him like all cash. He
sold you a lemon?
And he sold me a car. He's like, he started it. We moved it. I even kind of drove it, but he tightened everything, and it had the oil was leaking out of like the top of the motor, something like that. And he cleaned it up really well. And then I remember I bought it, and then it didn't run. And then I was like, yo, what's good? And you can't track that kid down. Not that family. I don't care. I said what I said. But anyway, yeah, they're terrible. And
this is back in the day too, right?
Yeah, I'll block that out. I don't care. So it was back in the day. So then I bought a car.
No, I'm just saying as far as communication goes.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't, you couldn't do anything.
Follow somebody on Instagram, find out where they are.
It wasn't going to happen. So I remember I got it back, and my boy was like, yo, let's go for a ride. And I was like, yeah, let's get in this bitch. Not registered, no nothing. So I just, I'm driving down the street, and the thing just like stops. It just stopped right there and was done. Like no turning over, no nothing. So, my boy is laughing his ass off. My boy Kyle. It was like, I paid like $1,300 or something. Like it was a hoopty, but still, I thought it would run, and it broke. So then I'm pissed, and then I tow the car back, and then I talked to this other dude that I know. I'm like, yo, is this done? And he's like, yeah, bro, this is not good. He's like, this oil everywhere. He goes, the top of the head, I think, is cracked, and I'm like, oh my God. So then my next car, never. Well, I found him, and he kind of was like, "Hey, man, you drove it, He turns in, he has no neck. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what happened. So then I'm sitting there, and then I bought a '93 Nissan Maxima 4-door lime green, with 18-inch rims on it for like $3,000. That this dude just like almost blew up. He like chipped it and stuff. And that was like my shit. And I used to go.
It ran? It was good.
Oh, it was beautiful. The car was great.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely loved it. I treated it like my queen. And dude, I'm telling you, I thought it was so tough, so hard. And that's the time, when I was like just starting to get into like lift, like really getting into like actual, I was fucking yoked. And I'm like, I had no neck, team no neck, and I used to, this is the color of the window. The window was just blacked out.
How do people do that, bro?
Well, it definitely was illegal at the time, but I wasn't.
No, but just like regardless of legality, how the fuck did you?
Did you
see out of it?
Oh no! Well, that was the thing.
My brother used to have tinted windows, and I would have to roll the windows down at night because I couldn't see.
I used to do love to my lady in there because you couldn't see nothing. But it'd be morning, but it'd be night in my car. It'd be night in my car. You know what I mean? It could be afternoon.
That's so unsafe.
Night. Extremely. But guess what? That shit was hot, because when I would go to New Haven, When I would go to Hartford, when I would go to the Dirty Water, when I go to Waterbury, they love that thing. Oh, it was great. I would get out. Oh my God, this paint job. It's great. Oh my God, this. And girls going crazy.
This is the Nissan?
This is a Nissan Maxima. It's the Nissan, Nissan Maxima 4-door, 93 though.
Find a picture, put it up.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna. And I got the picture of me like this. Like this with my fat neck. Probably had sleep apnea or something. I needed a mask because I didn't sleep well then. But
anabolic
steroids. I just would shoot them up right in my ass. No, I never did that. But I was so proud of that car, man. Like, and people, I remember, like, now I get in this car and I love it. It's one of the best cars I've ever owned.
How old were you when you got your license?
I was driving or license?
License.
Okay, like 18, 17, 18.
I didn't get my license until I was 22.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I got my license the day after my daughter was born. I had been in like so many car accidents. I was like, I'm never driving. I don't want to get in a car.
Oh, so but not you driving?
Nope. Which is really weird, right? That's like a really weird, like,
no, that's not a weird thing.
So I was like, I just don't want to drive. Like, I literally, I was like, if I don't have to get a license, I'll pay for Ubers my whole life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And then once I found out I was having a kid, it was like, okay, now.
You're like, I definitely need a car. That's a.
Well, like, I practiced, like, backing in the hospital parking lot the day before, like, my thing, while like, I learned how to, like, back in while she, like, learned how to breastfeed.
What did you get on your test? Did you, like, pass it?
No, actually, I was supposed to fail, but because.
No shit.
Yeah, so, and they did it in Waterbury, and, like, they go take you through this little park.
Yeah.
And the speed limit was like 15, but I did like 25.
And he's like,
and no, he kept it cool the whole time. And then like when we got back, like we were shooting the shit while we were doing these. I was like, yo, I just had a kid yesterday. Like, I'm really excited about this. And like, and he was like,
did you know that you were gonna fail too?
No, I had no idea. No, this was just me shooting the shit. I swear to God, just me shooting the shit with the guy. It was all I could talk about. Just a kid, bro. Like,
oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God.
So he's like, we pull back in. He's like, look, man. He's like, you got really nice control of the car. He's like, everything was cool, but you really got to watch your speed because I should have failed you for that 25 and a 15 back there. But he was like, but I know you need this car, so I'm gonna pass you on like good faith that you're a good driver.
I would have failed your ass because I'd be like, you are having a baby in the car. You failed.
It wasn't like it was kind of just like keeping up with everybody else. Like I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
Story's changing, isn't it?
No, I mean, but I definitely did, but it was more like, okay, this guy in the front of me, like I got a good.
Well, he did. Why wouldn't he say something? I'd be like, yo, you just slow down, man. Slow down, man. Well, I guess that's the point to see if you're observing.
That's what he's trying to
do it.
And I was more observant of like going with the flow of traffic rather than like
Well, maybe it wasn't that.
So that's why I think but like he told me, he's like literally like he's like if you went 10 miles over where you're at, where we were in a park, like I gotta, we gotta do that. But it was.
But that car. The car, when you get in it, I was thinking about this the other day because I love this car.
Yeah.
But man, did I love my first car. The one that ran. You know what I mean? Like the one that ran.
I think like one day if I have enough money, I will get a 99. I know it sounds stupid, but like,
no, it does
you're
not.
You're gonna have to do some research to find one. But like I'll buy another one when it could just be like a sidecar. Where I just like, this is my first car I had. I loved it. It's all reliable, bro. Anybody could fix it.
And it feels good.
It ran like a
singing in
it ran like a gem, bro. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like to the point where like people would come up to me and like they'd be like, yo, like this, like everybody says the same thing. They're like, yo, 300,000 on this car, bro.
Yeah,
you'll get 300,000. Treat it right, you'll get 300,000. And like that's all I care about in a car. Like like my dream car is like a Volvo because I know they're super safe.
Super safe.
Just super nice,
So
like
you're
low key. I don't need flashy. I don't need fast. I just want safe.
So
and
because
big.
of
safe, it's like in big.
So safe because you were in the accidents.
Yeah, I was just like.
So now you have that. Let's focus on safe.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm with that.
Even with Ava, like, but just for me, like, I know how simple it is to like crash a car, and I've totaled my own car, like I've totaled a car,
the worst.
Myself. So like that is, that's pretty life changing because I like the way the car was, bro. Like, I don't know how I lived.
Yeah,
like, bro, I'm serious.
Those
like,
are
the car
scary.
was fucked up,
Those
bro.
are scary.
Like when it happened. I was so stunned. I was like, that didn't just happen. Like the airbags were off, everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm hurt. And I'm like, I'm gonna drive off. Like this is just fake. But then I was like, oh shit, this is real, bro. Like the tires were like
kicked in.
Bro, I fell asleep doing 65 on Route 8.
Shit.
I woke up and my passenger tires were on the but like on the left side. So like I was already on, and I woke up and I tried to catch and I went all the way over right into a ditch, bro.
Dude.
Like 2 exits away from my house.
Dude, that's a nightmare for
me. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't I don't fuck around anymore. I've pulled over on 2-hour rides to sleep. I'm not fucking around anymore. It's sketchy because you don't think it's possible. You're like, how could that happen? Until it fucking happens, and you're like,
that's why they put the live things on the side. But oh man, that sucks. Did you crash that camera?
No. It was an Elantra.
Oh
it was
my God,
a Hyundai accent or something. It was my mother's car.
I miss that car so much. But I mean, it wouldn't be a car that I would buy again. Like I had other cars that I owned that I buy again. But I think there's something to that because you know what I like?
I would buy a brand new Camry.
That's what I'm saying. I like watching like people. I guess you say that make it or whatever. Buy what they like, not what anybody else likes. Yeah. Like I had a dude that I know pretty well, and you know, I'm like, he keeps driving this freaking. It's an old Subaru. Like it's like in the '80s. Like an old Subaru, and I thought it was a pretty cool car actually, but I was like, he's like, that was one of my first cars. He goes, so when I was able to do it, like actually do it, he goes, I went out and said I'm gonna get a Subaru. It's actually a Subaru Brat, which is like a little truck looking Subaru, and he's like, that's what I'm gonna go get, and I just was like. He didn't say Corvette. He didn't say anything.
Yeah, he's like,
and now he drives and loves it.
That's like fulfilling your dream
Happy
as a kid.
As fuck. Just like driving it.
That's like,
I love
you ever seen Ludacris with his Acura?
No.
Luda's still got the Acura that he like. That was his first car. He still got it. He takes like super good care of it.
That's
he
the way
did a whole
should
bunch
be.
of work to it and shit. But like, it's still, you know.
Yeah,
I think it's all stock. I think it's all stock too. I could be wrong, but I think it's pretty much like original how he had it.
I'm gonna look that up because I like hearing that type of story.
That's why I say like I would love like, you know, a couple years track down somebody with a 99 Camry just to have it.
They're still there.
Sick.
They're still all there, man. They haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, no. They're like people just get rid of them because like usually like you get them from an old person.
Well, they say shit like this, like it's time, but they still run.
Dude, I think the one that I had when I got it, it was like 74,000 miles.
Okay, that's really
Insane.
low. That's really low. Yeah.
Bro.
What did they say about Bob Saget? Bob Saget.
Comedian Bob Saget died from head trauma, his family says.
So he like fell or something? Or he was murdered.
That'd be wild.
Well, he said head trauma.
I know, imagine that.
Dude, imagine Uncle Jesse's getting freaking investigated.
They were buddies.
I don't know, man. Seems suspicious at the end. They didn't hug quite as tightly. No, that'd be wild. I wonder, you know, but seriously, drop what your car. Yeah, Bob Saget. Bye. Drop the car that you got in the comments. That is what I want to see. I want to see what cars you guys had and loved in the comments because mine was a piece of shit, but I still love it. Think about it. Like you ever like just realize that you think about something way more than you.
Mine was a gift.
Lead on. Yeah, I didn't have any of those when I was a kid.
I got it from Aaliyah's dad.
Oh, that's dope then.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I mean, that's a really good gift. Well, it's reliable. That's what I'm saying. He probably was like, this is reliable.
He was a car guy. He knew. Yeah. He was like, this is a good car. Low mileage.
Really good car.
And I was like, dude, this is dope.
My dad gave me his 93 Toyota Corolla. And dude, I had that thing. It was red.
Solid.
And it was solid. And it had crank windows, everything. Actually, I remember like talking to dudes and like, you're gonna pick up a chicken nut, you're gonna do that, and I always prided myself on having these like really not nice cars, but cars that there was an edge to them. There was something about the car. It was always different.
Yeah.
But this car is just like a, you know, kind of
just a car.
And I remember it really didn't matter as much then, because I remember I was still going out with really, you know what I mean? Like people put too much emphasis on that. It's like, it was reliable. It was fine. It got me through snow, winters, and then I totaled that. I hit somebody on the Jersey Turnpike, and I remember I felt so bad about it. The insurance adjuster is like, do not admit guilt. I remember him yelling, like, do not admit guilt. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It was all my fault. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Because I'm an honest guy. I don't give a shit.
So sorry.
I'm like, shut up. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, and she thought it was refreshing. She's like, thank you. I'm like, I messed up. I was like, I couldn't see anything because like their sun was in my eyes. I was like, I really couldn't see anything. And I just hit her doing like 20, 30, but it totaled the car. And then the car that I loved, the Subaru that I had, somebody rear-ended me. I actually talked to my lawyer today about it because, like I said, the guy is, the insurance companies are awful.
What were you driving when you...
The Subaru. So the guy,
what did you have?
He rear-ended me at an 09 Subaru Legacy.
When you got in a car accident with your shoulder?
Yeah, he rear-ended me, and then the whole side of the car, it looked like Two-Face. One side of the car, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Couldn't even tell if you were on that side that anything was wrong with it. You go on the other side, I was like, it was just fucked up. So,
were we doing this when it happened?
We were. You just were coming in, and we were talking about you doing more episodes and you coming on, and I've talked about it before. And I'm still dealing with the insurance company because my lawyer's dealing with the insurance company. And he's like, dude, it's funny that lawyers are like, they're so transparent now. Like, it's not like it used to be like lawyers are all scumbags, and it was like a joke. But now it's like, he's like, yeah, justice isn't fast. Like, he's like literally tells me, he's like, justice, it's not fast. And I'm like, okay, kind of cool. It's not, what are you going to do? An insurance company has billions of dollars. You don't say who doesn't want to pay you.
Dude, my cousin just got fired from his job like a couple months ago. And then he was like, yo, I totally got fired for like some bullshit. So he went to the DOJ and they were like, yeah, you got a case, dude. Oh, he just getting a $20,000 settlement from him.
I mean, if it's legitimate, like if it's legit.
It was legit. It was bullshit.
If it's,
they like set him up to get fired because they were like talking about going into a union. So like with one guy less, they didn't have the votes to.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed.
It was pretty like scandalous when I heard about it, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And like that's a theory that he has. Like you can't prove that that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
But the way that they set him up to fire him, it was weird, dude. They had some corporate people in there, and they had corporate people in there to fix like a managerial problem or just like a store problem that they had, and this corporate dude walks in on him mid problem, like showing him what the problem is. He's like, and he was really just fed up, and he's like, man, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
He's like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? The dude was super cool to him. Like he even came up to me, he's like, hey man, you look like you're mad. What's wrong? And got him to vent, and then let him finish out the shift, and then afterwards they were like, hey man, they gave him a call, and they were like, his manager called him, and he's like, dude, they're making me can you, bro. Like they're like, and so
man.
So it was just like, it was sketchy.
And
then he wanted to see if he had a case, and he found out he had a case. So
I think anytime you do any wrongdoings like that, anything like that. I mean, I remember,
and this is like a big. I'll tell you the company off.
It's a big. It was a big company. Yeah, I have you ever been fired before?
Yes.
I got
a good one. I got fired on my day off.
You got fired your day off? Why?
Yeah, so I was working in college. I had 2 jobs. I worked on campus at this one job, and then I had a job at Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was Ruby Tuesday. So
yeah.
I had told them, I was like, yo, I can work these days, and they knew I had the other job, and I don't know.
You're like, I'm going to get another job. I got to go piss in this cup. Give me a second.
No. Neither of them required piss tests, which was great. But
which was great.
I kind of, I don't know if I slacked at the Ruby Tuesday job once I got the other job. The other job paid me a little better, so I like put more effort into
the other job.
The job on campus, I was making a little more money.
Okay.
So
Ruby's Tuesdays, yeah.
Ruby Tuesday wasn't paying me as much, but like it got. And I told
salad bar, man.
I told them, I was like, I have to,
So.
change my schedule or some bullshit like that. And they put me on these days that I wasn't on, and then like the days that I was normally on, I showed up because I'm like, yo, today's my day, and they're like, no, you're not working today. I'm like, well, I told you I can't work these days. So we had like this argument.
Yeah.
But I was leaving, and they were like, hey man, while you're here, can we talk to you real quick? And they had all the managers in there, and before they could even say anything, I was like, are you motherfuckers firing me?
Yeah.
And then we were cool. We were cool like that, so I could say that to them. I was like, are you guys firing me?
Yeah.
For real? Like this is how it's going down? Like,
yeah.
And they were like, well,
you turned into Denzel Washington.
They were like, well, we just think, like you're
can't come. I ain't got nothing.
So you have your other job, so like who just do it, like just sign the papers and go, like we'll have you go. And I was like, I will not make a big deal out of this if I can get one last cheeseburger. So they just told the cook, they were like, yo, make him a burger. I was like, all right, cool, I'm out, peace, see you later. I got fired on my day off, had a burger and left. And then still, and my roommate was working there too, or maybe he had just got fired too. I don't know what happened, but like,
fire buddies.
We both got canned.
You both cheers the burger.
Oh no, he got canned because he fucked up. So he was. This is a good one. He was there. He was like 20 years old, maybe 19, 20, and he was a bartender. But there was this girl that was there that he liked, and for some reason he lied about his age and said that he was older, like said that he was old enough to drink.
Oh, buddy.
So one day after the shift, everyone's hanging out, blah blah blah, and like they order some wine, and of course like it's your coworkers ordering from other coworkers, and they think you're 20. So she didn't even check the IDs, no nothing. So she goes. She's drinking. Everyone's drinking wine, having a good time. We just got a new manager. This new manager walks in and kind of looks over, sees everybody at the table, goes back and checks everyone's file to make sure everyone's 21.
Oh, boy.
So now he gets called out and gets fired from the job.
Oh, on the spot?
On the spot. And then had to go tell the but like if she fucked up because like the manager sent an email to corporate first, like what should I do, rather than like the GM, rather than like
fire.
She was like, yo, fire him. So like our GM, who was higher than her, was like, I wish you didn't do that, because like we could have worked this out. He was our best bartender.
Yeah,
he was like our best dude. You just fired your best dude.
Yeah,
and so it was just, it's like, and then he had to like tell the girl like, yeah, I'm not 22 or 23 or whatever. But it was just fucked up, man. He got
Dude, I mean, like, well, that makes sense.
You ever walked out of a job?
No, dude. I have a stellar employment.
I walked
thing.
out of
I got
backstage.
The only time I've only had like 4 jobs. I've only or 4 things. I've always been management, performance manager, or an owner. You know, so for me, it's like I'm like, well, no, but my thing. But fuck you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But one time when I was younger, I got fired because of a heroin addict. So at the time, my buddy was a heroin addict. And I was like, yo, we got to work today. Like, it was a Saturday. And I'm like, we definitely have to work today. Like, I know that we have to. And he goes, he just was off from the previous day. He's like, nah, man, we ain't got to go in today. Trust me. I'm like, no, we got to go in. So I'm like, yo, we have to go. And he's like, nah, man, I'm telling you. I said, no, like, we don't have to. And then I'm like, well, we're going to be late. Either way, I'm going to show up at the job site just to make sure. So we show up. Now, I'm late because of him. So he walks in. I walk in. His mother drops us off. We're walking up to the job site. And this dude, who was a real ball buster, goes up, giant dude. This dude is yoked. He's bald.
How old are you?
Dude, I'm like 15 or 16, whatever. I lied on my application so I could go work. And he's like, you two, get the fuck out. And I'm like, so
his mom just left.
No. So he had, that's what I said. Hey, his mom just is gone. So he actually turned around, like this kid. He didn't even say anything. He just went, okay. And dude, this is me. I'm like, excuse me. I swear to God, I go, I would actually like to work because I actually didn't know that we were supposed to work today, but that's why we're here. I was like, so I would actually like to continue to work here. I said it just like this, and he goes, go grab a broom. He's like, go. And I'm like, thank you, like this, and walked out. Bounced. And the other dude didn't even, he didn't really care. He wanted to go do heroin, so it's fine. But I remember being like,
no, sir.
I'm like, excuse me.
I'm not getting fired today.
I might even had my finger up like this.
I'm not getting fired
Excuse me, I'm not getting fired today, because I actually, and like, he could tell that I was being serious, but that dude still, his face, like, even now, I could see it. It's scary. Like, it's scary now, because he was a big guy. He was like 6'5", 6'6", and he was a big dude, and he did not give a fuck about me. And and in fact, I actually think that was the only time he liked me, when I went, excuse me.
I mean, that's assertive. I like you, kid.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah. Because before, I remember talking to him. Like,
I'm not like him.
Yeah.
I'm here to work.
So we were all working on houses, and they'd build these big, like,
same houses.
Like, same houses, just go. Right? So I'm sitting there, and I remember, I'm like 15, 16, and everybody's drinking coffee, and I didn't drink coffee then. Now I drink coffee. Do I? Sorry. So I remember going, like, they're all like, yeah, last night we went to the bar, and all this other stuff, and they're talking. I remember, like, sitting there shaking my head, and he goes, what are you doing here? He's like, drag ass, like this. And I remember going, yes, sir. Yeah, yes, you got it. And I mean, he hated me, like, I knew right off the bat, but his bigger boss, like the real boss, the guy that he worked for, he liked me, but he was short, the complete opposite look of this other guy. Short, fat, had the money, and then this other guy was tall, commanding everything. And then I remember him tapping me, and the other guy, and he goes, I used to do what you do. I was just sweeping all the houses up from all the carpenters and stuff. That's all I did, dude. It was an awful job. I mean, they mess with you from start to finish.
They do shit on purpose.
They would shit in your boots. Bro, dude, construction is real. Those dudes are serious. What they would do is like, so sometimes, they shit in your. So if you took off your boots like when you were working, right? So I'd say, look at his face. I said shit in the boots in his
What
face.
do you do for the rest of the day?
That's why they do that. They shit in your boots. So any construction worker will tell you the truth. So what would happen was...
I would put a nail gun in someone's fucking neck.
So that's... All right. So...
They shit in your boots, dude.
So get this.
A decent pair of boots is like nice. 180.
No, that's like low, bro.
That's
like
low. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're talking those serious ones?
Yeah, the red tips.
And they took a shit in it. Bro! So help me God. Shit. I'm turning into fucking... What's that dude from Sniper with a nail?
It's like somebody shit in my boots.
That'd be so fucking
But dude, there's the Mexican guys and a lot of the Brazilian guys and the guys from Argentina. What they would do is they would take their shoes off when they would eat. So they'd all would eat together. They'd take their shoes off. You see them, they were, relaxing a little bit. They have some smoke cigarettes, whatever. So there's two things that would happen. So one, you'd get a guy that would mess with each other, and they would do just stupid shit. They'd hide your boots or something like that. Then there'd be the guy who was an asshole, and it would be on a wooden floor that's undone, and they would take a nail gun and nail your boot
to the floor.
So when you go to pick them up, it wouldn't happen.
That's funny.
Okay,
That's funny.
I got one for you that was so funny because I got to see it. They nailed one of his boots down and then the other one to move. So when he went to go put his foot in, it kind of moved, but not enough. So he tied it completely and then went to go step with the other thing. And I remember he goes, I just smell. He goes, oh my God. And he didn't go anywhere. And then he was saying something I didn't understand, but it was somewhere along the lines of, God damn it, not again. Like, again. So they messed with him a lot. But then there was this one time where, they take, ketchup packets and put it in. Like, everybody would take it too far. And then the day happened where somebody shit in somebody else. Somebody took a dump in somebody's boots. And that day was a very rough day. But nobody, like management, they just start laughing. They do whatever. And it's like, move on, So they used to fuck with me all the time. One of the kids, one of the guys was like, he was like, I was like, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. He's like, you can't use that, they're just jerks, So he's like, you can't use that porta potty. You gotta go to the one down there. He's like, you can't use this one. And I was like, why? He's like, this is for, it's like, it's not for you. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So the one that they had
never would have.
Yeah, but back. When you're 15 and you just you have a guy who's just scary as shit telling you like, hey, no. So I had to go to the other one. The other one they had an accident with where they bumped it with one of the machines and it fell over. So I was walking up towards it and I should have known because everybody was like, where are you going? Where the hell is this kid going? And the back of the porta potty I didn't notice was like, I didn't see the back of it. I opened the door and there's blue doo-doo and pee-pee everywhere. Blue doo-doo and pee-pee everywhere. And I remember I opened the door and went, ugh, like this, and all the dudes started laughing. And I'm like, that's what happens. Those things happen. But that was the only time that I've ever gotten fired and also hired within the same about 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds.
I had to.
It's so gross.
When I was doing the job at college, I had to film these videos for kids, like for the students, on how to like get onto the student portal. They were like stupid little like, here, and so it was just like me.
You need to go here.
Yeah, so it was like me, and I was pointing to shit, and me and my roommate, we both worked there, and we got so baked every day. Super baked. And then and we had to go in at night and shoot the videos. So we got super baked and we were like, oh shit, we gotta go shoot those videos. So we went and shot them and we showed them to my boss like the next couple of days after we edited them or whatever. And he was like, Ian, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, you look fucked up.
And I was like, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe that's fair.
And that was when we lost the job.
Well, that's
Maybe I lost a job, but he like just didn't tell us to come back.
When you lose a job the way that you just lost it, you can't do that. Excuse me, you can't do that. What I did. You have to go like this. You have to go. That's fair.
He wanted me to fix him.
Fair.
He wanted me to fix him, and I was like, it's gonna take a lot of time, man.
Yeah, dude, you got to be fired. You have to be fired.
I was like, I mean,
yeah. He's just like, yep, that's fair.
Well, I know what his name was.
What is his name?
Donald Crump.
Donald Crump.
Not funny.
I like that name.
Not fucking funny.
That is a cool name. I like that. I like Donald Crump. Well, I had a kid who's like, I work for Trump. Like it's Trump. And somebody's like, this is how stupid like some people are. They're like, disgusting. Like I saw the comment, you idiot. He's like, I work for Trump. And the comment is like, gross. You need to, and it's like, not the same. It's like Corona. It's like people drinking Corona. Corona saw a decrease in sales, and it's like, not the same thing. Not the same thing. That must drive people nuts. Like nope. Are we out of here? I believe that we're out of here. I want to get you that 99 Toyota Camry. I want to. What happens if I just like inherit it? And here it is. It was gold too.
I'd be like, well,
we got to talk about that.
Thanks for the car taxes.
Yeah. Thanks. Got to pay in, but they're like $100 now, dude. $100 now.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody from Cleveland the other day, and he was like, bro, he's like living out here is crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, they tax you for everything. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah.
He's living out here right now.
You ever any state, they're so different.
Oh, it's crazy.
But it's like my brother was in Delaware, and he lived in Delaware for a while.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's the mill rate here? And they're like, what are you talking about? And then it's like, hey, what's the tax they're like, what are you talking about? Like they don't have certain taxes. Yeah. So you don't you just don't know.
You ever heard of the view tax?
Yes, I have. That's so stupid.
If you have a nice view out of your window, you have to pay taxes.
I'd be like, kill yourself. Yeah, no, that's too much.
Litchfield County shit.
Ugh, terrible. So we are out of here. Thank you for everything, Ian. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome for everything.
We're out of here.
I don't know
bro.
what I did.
Yeah, we gotta go. Just you being you.
Oh, go pre-save my new song, man.
Pre-save it.
Any of my social medias, the pre-save link is in my bio. It's called Directions. I might even play a little preview for you next week. So yeah, this one's special. It's my first song I've released in 6 months. First song of 2022.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for you for that. And then there's this, the other one.
There's a couple, man.
There's a couple bangers.
There's a couple, but
yeah,
that's my music update for you.
Do it. Go do it right now, or I'll find you.
I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here.
Bob and weave, baby. Bob and weave.
Bye.
Thank God.